Hi everyone, this is Nimisha Varma. I'm the co-founder and co-chair at Aloe Ecell, the world's first aloe vera battery making company. Talking about me, I actually was born and brought up in Lucknow and did my schooling there. I completed my graduation and post-graduation from Jaipur and Bengaluru respectively. I have completed my graduation and post-graduation in computer science, but always had a special side for chemistry and wanted to do something new. Talking about my siblings, of course, I have two siblings, one sister and a brother. And when we talk about my earliest influencers, rightly said, the earliest influencers are the parents. In my case, my earliest influencers have been and are my family, specifically my parents and my mama mosi, that's maternal aunt and uncle, who have always encouraged me and persuaded me to do something which can be beneficial for the masses. Okay. Any other question that was there in this? When I talk about the influence my parents and family had on me, so it's like what I am today is all cause of them. What I think, what I do, what I aspire to do, all has been the influence of them because uh, science is something like we are a family where science is a everyday thing. Because talking about the subject, talking about various phenomena, having various visits to science exhibitions, stores, and science centers. So in Lucknow, we have one of the biggest science center also, and it was like a monthly trip we used to have there, and there were a lot of projects and everything which were prepared by various people. And I mean, from the very young stage only, my father used to ask me, okay, Nimisha, if this is happening, why is this happening? If there is a enclosed, I still remember a time when I visited to the science center. So there was an enclosed box, a vacuum box, and a tap without anything, and the water was flowing continuously from it. The question was listed that how the water is there. Is there hydrogen and oxygen present in the air? Is it water or something? And I was in class first or second, or maybe third. I mean, I don't exactly remember. So it was like my father asked me, okay, how it is happening? And I was just taking round and round of that place. And I said, oh, so there is hydrogen and oxygen molecules like that. And it is because of that. So my father looked at me and then he showed me that there is nothing. There was, I mean, it was kind of a science project, and there was a simple white colored pipe with a motor. So, I mean, there was water in a tub, and the motor was there, which was actually pulling it upwards. So, that was something that actually, I mean, I still remember that incident because that was something that intrigued me. Okay, this was very simple. I mean, a common man would have thought, okay, this is a motor, this is there. Being a science enthusiast, I thought, oh, there were hydrogen and oxygen molecules in the air, which has actually helped it to make water. So I was a little embarrassed also that, oh, I am thinking something like that. And it's a very simple thing. But it actually gave me an insight that if you're observing something, then you need to observe it from all nook and corners. That will actually give you what exactly it is. It's not like not everything is technical. And even if things are technical, you need to find out how it is actually linked to the real world. And this is something that has actually helped me to make the products which I have been working on. Talking about the various products, the first product, that's aloe vera battery, that's also linked to nature, the common plant that we all use. It's just like using the common concepts in the field of science. Hope it was. Of course, I mean, the when we talk about the kind of values we get from our family, or I personally have got, I mean, I think I cannot name all the values which I have got, because talking about honesty, honesty is something that we have been taught from the very beginning. Be it anything, we have to be very honest. Even if it's about food, if I want to eat, I have to be very honest that I have to. If I don't have to eat, then I have to. I mean, I should have the courage to say no. It's not like that under the pressure, I should say. When we talk about discipline, discipline is, of course, in each and everything, and this is the reason I have been the topper in studies as well as one of the great sports person. I mean, not great, one of the good sports person also in the college. I was in all the extra co-curricular activities, everything. And this is because of the values that I have got from my parents. That is honesty, that's determination, that is you should have the courage to be on the stage, that is you should have the power to say no also, and to say, you should understand your priority. When we talk about people, many people don't have the courage to actually accept the priority they should choose. In my case, I'm very lucky that I have that knowledge and mindset, and of course the values that have been put inside me, that I can easily choose my priority and easily manage. The biggest thing that is helping me till today is management and frugality. My parents have taught me to do everything in the most frugal manner. Like talking about an incident, like when we thought about research, like I'm from the computer science background, so of course I did not have anything related to chemistry. But I mean, this was the determination or whatever, that we saved a pocket money and started buying a very small setup that could actually help us to do the research and complete the product. And I was in the third year of my college. It was the time when everyone was thinking about job, when everyone was thinking about criticizing the college and these all things abnormal, every youth does. That was the time I used to focus on the good things of the college, and I used to focus on how it can actually help me shape my career and what are the benefits I can take. I think this mindset I have is because of the values I have inculcated from my parents. Yeah, so I mean, it's like from 11th, of course, I have chosen science as a subject, the physics, chemistry, maths. And I always wanted to do something in the field of science. But being from a middle class family, I mean, when we talk about research or when we talk about BTech in chemistry or chemical engineering or something like that, it's like they are kind of risky careers, because you don't get high flashy packages, you don't get a proper job that is required. I mean, not exactly job, it's package. Because talking about me, my father was going to retire by the time I was coming in, I mean, I was about to come complete my graduation. So I had to be very conscious about the choices I make. And secondly, we were three siblings who were kind of studying in some of the same level, so the fees and everything has to be done. So I had to be very conscious, and this was the reason I actually chose computer science, because I was good in computer science also. I was one of the best coders in UP, as well as in the country also. I have received many awards. So I decided to choose that, okay, because it's like you get a kind of a promised package that you can easily get. But by the time I was in the third year of my college, I started working with various startups, and that was the time when I was actually working with a e-waste startup and was studying about e-waste. So that was the time when I learned a lot of problems related to e-waste. And the biggest problem was, when anyone says e-waste, we always thinks about bigger screens, bigger batteries, computers, mobiles, laptops, etc. We all forget the small battery that we all use. I was really surprised to know that 80% of the battery waste was caused by small batteries. That intrigued me. Okay, but we all are using the same technology from last 120 years. Why no one has done that? So we and I mean, being young and enthusiast, so we decided, okay, we have to do something in this field and solve this e-waste problem. uh, the biggest primary, that's the use and throw batteries. Now the dilemma was to either recycle the batteries and create a waste management mechanism, or create a whole new battery, making eco-friendly batteries. So of course, making eco-friendly batteries won the list, and we started working on different chemical compositions of the battery. This is how, even after studying computer science, I stepped into the world of chemistry, and I'm here from last 5 6 years and have never decided to go back. So, I mean, in the early 2016 was the time when I was in second year of my college, and that was the time when startup, entrepreneurship, all these things were actually coming into the picture. Many state governments, talking about the Rajasthan government, was putting a lot of pressure on entrepreneurship. I mean, was pursuing it a lot. And also our Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, he also announced a scheme for Startup India and have actually laid the foundation for startups. And we being in the college were lucky enough to get the know of it. That was the time. I have been into startups and entrepreneurship right from the start of that, like in 2016, and have worked with startups. But side by side, I was also pursuing internships in computer science. But by the time I started working with the e-waste startup, that was where we used to work with refurbished laptops and systems. That was the time I actually realized that job is not something I am looking forward to. I am actually looking forward to a proper job. Earlier, to proper entrepreneurship, because I always wanted to do something new. What I thought before my graduation was, after pursuing computer science, having a job, I may do what I want. But while I came into third year, I decided, okay, I can't go for the job. That's not for me. I have to work towards my interest, my career, and have to do something that no one has done till now. That spirit only motivated me, that I have to create something new and have to work on that. That was the time I actually, like I said, I was working on the e-waste thing. That the problems related to e-waste and no available solution was there. That was something that actually intrigued me. I thought, okay, maybe we are made for this. So I and my co-founder, we actually decided that we will work on this product, we will work on eco-friendly batteries, and then we will start. So, the story was not very simple, that we met and we thought, okay, we will start making an aloe vera battery or an eco friendly battery from today. It was actually a very long time. So, when we talk about my professional journey or my inspirations, uh, it has been a very interesting and adventurous journey, because from starting an interest, interning in computer science till second year of my undergrad, to inventing a number of eco-friendly products, it actually has been a very great experience. Uh, when I talk about the influencers, there are day-to-day influencers we get, but I mean, teachers and all, of course, they have been influencing me. They have been helping me to become a person what I have been today. But if I say in particular, someone who has actually helped me in the chemistry side, I don't have anyone. Yeah, a lot. So, I'll just start with a very small story, so that I can help you to link to my professional journey and milestones I have covered. So it was like in 2018, I was working with startup. That was the time we found out this that battery problem, the e-waste problem, and decided to actually make eco-friendly batteries. But there is actually a very huge gap which has to be fulfilled from idea to the product stage. But I think I'm a little blessed, or maybe God's favorite, because He helped me in every situation. We did not even have a proper lab setup. We did not have proper knowledge. We did not have any idea of what to do. So, with very simple tools and equipments bought from our own pocket money, we started the research in the most frugal manner that could be called. Just after starting this in 2018, I firstly got the chance to visit USA in the latter part of 2018, and was lucky enough to present this idea of eco-friendly batteries in some top-notch places of the world, like Stanford University, UC Berkeley, Northeastern universities, offices of Google, Intel, NASA, etc., and received wonderful feedback from some of the top-notch corporates and professors and researchers. So, coming back to India, we were very motivated. So, we started working on the product. After researching on 21 plus herbal and bio based materials, we arrived at aloe vera. In the initial trials, the potential was quite less, but it fulfilled a lot of our mandates. So, we decided to choose it for the electrolyte material and started researching on it. After working on it for few months, we were ready with the first working prototype in August 2019, which was demonstrated at Go Green in the City, an event organized by Schneider Electric. We were selected as top 8 startups of the world and represented India at a global stage in Barcelona. There, to add to our pleasure, we were awarded as the global winners, and the idea of eco friendly batteries was coined as the best bold idea of the world. So that was a turning point in our life. Like aloe vera battery became the headlines. Nimisha, Naveen, they became the headlines. It was published in 500 plus national and international media. So, being just college graduates, so we were also very enthusiastic. We thought that, okay, now if the world is trusting in us, we have to complete this product at any cost. So, while after coming to India, we presented this product at various platforms, including Climate Collective, US Embassy, Ministry of Agriculture, etc., which who actually liked the product. So but the problem was like we were when we were working on the final version of the product, it was 2020 and the worst year of I mean the black swan event that we all call, that we all say. So the COVID strike, we were only two team members, both from different states, so we had to go back to our hometown. It seemed like things will be stopped because everything was closed, was shut down, and we did not have proper resources, etc. But and we also saw a lot of startups which were actually shutting their operations. They were closing everything. A lot of businessmen were shattered everything. When the whole world was shattered, we actually decided that we will keep our spirits high. We kept on working on the product in whichever manner we can, and also started research on different aspects. So the time we got in the COVID, we actually utilized in making a lot of other eco-friendly products also, which can be completed. Like we prepared POCs for that. That's a proof of concept for various product. We also started working on the recycling plan of batteries, how we can actually solve other e-waste problem. In the world full of sadness, God gave us something very useful and lightning. In the latter part of 2020, India's first National Startup Awards were announced, and we were the winners in the energy category. It was one of the biggest award of that time. It was 2020. I mean, the same night we started getting a lot of emails, messages, tweets, posts, etc. from across the world. It was difficult for both of us to handle the response also, because everyone started posting about us, including some of our great ministers like Sir Piyush Goyal and some scientists like Sonam Wangchuk sir. That motivated us more, and we came with a first pilot. That now the problem was, I mean, we completed the product in 2020, in the latter part of 2020 and earlier 2021. But the issue was we did not have any funds or any idea how to test the product. So what we did after making the aloe vera battery, we actually did our first pilot on users with 922 plus people. We actually distributed this product and asked them to test it and give us back. To a surprise, people actually liked the product, and the product was really good. But there was some feedbacks, so we worked on those feedbacks and we did our second pilot. Now after doing the second pilot in 2022, we started receiving a lot of response from various ministries, including Ministry of Electronics, Startup India, Invest India, etc. That is the point when these people also came in and helped us to helped us with various funds which can support our research. And after working on it for 3 years, we also knew now what the next step is. So when in 2022 the aloe vera battery was ready, after doing the second pilot we got it tested, and it actually overpowered all the other kind of batteries in the same domain. So it's a NABL certified product we got, and everything was there. Now, from 2023, we are in touch with various governments. So we have partnered with Technology Development Board and some of other organizations which are actually helping us to set up first eco-friendly battery manufacturing plant in India, and it will be ready by 2024. In that meantime, we also, while working on aloe vera battery, we realized that our aim is to make a better battery world. And we noticed that aloe vera batteries is an alternative for the to be used batteries, which will be used in like 2024 and so on. What about the ones which are already waiting for us in the landfills, the ones which are never thought of, never recycled, and often ignored? So before doing anything, we researched on why no one is talking about this problem, and we found it's invisible. Because the unit economics of recycling a small primary battery is not good. The profit margins are pretty negligible. So we decided we have to solve this problem, that too in an innovative way. We cannot follow the old process. This was the time we actually innovated the first indigenous and most sustainable fertilizer that was made from batteries. We actually converted the waste batteries, all the kinds of waste batteries, into some indigenous fertilizers. That's a micronutrient supplements which can be used for crops, plants, flowers, etc. And talking about today, we have four products in that range. We have aloe vera batteries, and we are also working on the rechargeable batteries for that. Oh, sorry. Yes. When we talk about the challenge, the first challenge was lack of knowledge. I'm not from the research background. I don't have any idea how actually research works. Because when I talk about myself and my co-founder, we both are from very different fields, so we don't have any idea how actually I mean, when we talk about experiments, we all have done school size labs, like when we used to do labs in a 10th, 12th, or in early years. But that's not proper research. Those were some listed experiments which we have to perform and get the result. But research is something where you just have the idea and you have to start everything from the scratch and get to the product. And in our case, when we thought about aloe vera batteries, there was nothing that was available for that. Just few research papers we got which say that you can generate electricity out of aloe vera, which was actually not possible. But it helped us to gain an insight. So the biggest challenge was lack of knowledge, only because I'm not from the chemistry background. So I had to study everything from scratch. But I think that's also good, because since I studied everything, so now everything is fresh. Now I know the concepts, like the concepts which people study in their earlier years. Now those are, I mean, I have a knack of it now. So that's also a good thing. Apart from that, we did not have proper labs, we did not have proper resources. So we researched with very simple tools. Then the third challenge was, after making the product, what to do? How to actually test the product? What's the process of testing? So instead of getting it first tested in the labs and spending a lot of money, we tested directly on users so that we know that the customers like a product or not. And lastly was the, I mean, it was not last, it was one of the big, that was protecting the intellectual property, filing patents. Oh my god, filing patent was like, because there's no one behind us who can support. And when we talk about attorneys, filing a patent can range from like 2 lakh to I don't know till where. So you won't believe, we actually filed a first patent on our own. We drafted the patent on our own. We did everything, and research, filing the patent, drafting, getting all the objections cleared, and everything that was done by us. And that is something, I think these challenges is something that has actually helped me shape in what I am today. So now I'm in a manner that, of course, I can handle various aspects, be it research, be it management, be it IP filing, or be it managing the things in the frugal manner, be it doing something in the most depleted manner, or where you don't have anything. So I think these challenges have actually helped me. When we have the willpower that we have to complete it, and when the product is completed, it's accepted by everyone, that is success. And of course, failure would have been if, after missing the first or second or 10th trial, I would have left that. I think that was failure for me, and I chose not to go with that. Or maybe in COVID, when everything was shutting down, maybe if I would have stopped, that would have been failure for me. But I decided not to go. Yeah. So, talking about the social impact of the eco friendly batteries as well as the eco friendly fertilizers which we have made is like, first, it's impacting the farmers who are growing aloe vera. Because, I mean, let's take an example of Rajasthan. When we visited the agriculture department here, we got to know that aloe vera farmers are suffering a lot, because it's grown in abundance, but they are not getting I mean, demand and supply is not proper. The demand is not as much as the supply is. So if we could help the farmers, it would mean like, and a roughly income of 24 to 25 lakh rupees per annum. So that was something a huge change. Apart from that, when we talk about batteries, they are the biggest raw material for landfills. So solving the battery problem can actually help solve the landfill problems, the climate change problem that we are having. Apart from that, one of the social impact is when we talk about these batteries and the landfills. So we noticed that people living nearby these places suffer from various diseases like chronic kidney diseases, heart diseases, lung diseases. So by by bringing a new product in the eco-friendly range, we can actually save people from these kind of chronic diseases, which are actually passed from one generation to other. And this is something that is actually that actually motivates us every day, that we are doing something that is impacting people at the masses, and we have to keep doing it. Apart from that, when we talk about these batteries, the raw material for making these batteries comes from different countries, which levies a high pressure of $149 billion on Indian economy. So making an indigenous battery or indigenous product from the buying the raw material from the locals will actually support our Indian economy at a greater stage too. So this is also one of my motivating point, also a social impact that we all think about. So I choose, I mean, for me, sustainability is three words: frugal, local, and choosy. Because choosy is like we have to sometimes, so like when we talk about, let's talk about me. If I have to think about walking, taking a bicycle, and taking a scooty. So for the distances in which I can walk, of course, I will choose walking instead of taking a scooty and doing it quickly. When I talk about traveling, I prefer traveling by trains or buses instead of traveling by flights as much as I can save. Because maybe if I am doing something, maybe it would not impact right now, but in the later stage, of course, we can do that. Secondly, when we talk about sustainability, we try to be very sustainable in each and every manner. Even the research center that we have opened now, we tried to make it very sustainable. We did not use any harmful paints. We did not use any harmful things which can actually hamper the environment. We have tried to use the most sustainable woods, the packaging, the tables, and everything. And of course, I mean, that's how I try to be sustainable, talking about my clothing and everything. And of course, I would really thank, now we have a team size of 10 plus people, and everyone is actually contributing in the manner that we can come out as a sustainable organization. So when we talk about lessons, I mean, there are many, but one of the biggest lesson is, if you think about doing something, just keep on doing it. Don't pay heed to what others are saying, because everyone will try to pull you back, but you are the only one who can actually do what you want. When I started working on aloe vera batteries, everyone questioned, oh, what the hell are you doing with this battery? You always take this leaf and try a lot of things. You spend your whole day in this, instead do some coding, go for the jobs and all. But and even after making the battery, a lot of people said it's pseudoscience, it cannot work, you are making fool of everyone, there's that. But we decided we will never focus on those people. We will focus on the one who are actually welcoming us with open hands and saying this is the product that the world needs. And this is how we have been working till now, not paying heed to the people who are trying to pulling you back. I mean, this is one of the biggest lesson. And I have been saying this to a lot of people on on every platform wherever I get a chance. So I always urge people that you should do what your instinct want, don't listen to others. If you have an idea, just go for it, and then everything will work in a manner that it will be glorified actually. I mean, I really want all the girls, all the women, because I myself is a mentor and trainer for various women entrepreneurs. I try to uplift females. I try to mentor females from not only from India, from various other countries. And this is one thing that I try to tell everyone, because when we talk about females, we are I mean, we are tend in a way that we take a lot of responsibilities. And when we take a lot of responsibilities, we always forget what we actually want. So I really urge everyone, every female specifically, please, if you are thinking of anything, please do that. Don't leave your dreams or your thoughts for anything. You have to pursue it. And then everyone will support. But in the initial years, it's very challenging because no one trusts you, no one helps you. But once you complete the things, everyone will be there for you. And this is, I myself have felt that. In the initial years, people were very, I mean, I should not, people were very bad, to be very specific. But now, those people who have been ignoring me are waiting for my phone call. So, this is how things change. Um, if I have to give a message to young Nimisha, I would really say that don't be disheartened for anything, because young Nimisha was like, even if she, even if out of 100 she used to get 99, she used to be sad because, oh God, where was that one mark? But if I have to give an advice, I would really say, don't think about that one mark. Think about the 99 marks you have got. This is one thing I would really say. Don't think about what you don't have. Think about the what you really have and how you can actually make the best use of it, because this is how I myself has evolved. The young Nimisha is totally different from the present Nimisha that you all see. Yeah. So when I talk about my experience, my journey, and what I am today, it's all because of the community that I have been in. So I always try to give back in whatever way I can. Talking about entrepreneurship is something in which I was lucky enough to step when it was actually blooming. So I try, but still there are very less female entrepreneurs. So I try to bring in more females. I try to bring in more people and ask them to, because what I personally have noticed is females are very good at observing and solving problems in a frugal manner, but they don't get the proper chance. So I try myself that in whatever way I can give them the chance, I try to do that. I try to mentor females for free for how long they want. I have been mentoring more than 10 startups uh, every month, and I try to help them in whatever manner I can. I try to connect them with various people, and I try to motivate them in whichever manner I can. I mean, I know I am also not too old or not too experienced, but whatever I experience I have got in past 5 6 years, I try to help people with that. Uh, when we talk about self care, for me, I need two things. Actually, three. I need three things for self care. One is good food that would actually make me happy, because food is something I think about when I'm sad and I become happy and I eat that. And even if I am sad and I get good food, even if I'm angry from someone and you will give me good food, I'll be happy. Second is good sleep. I need sleep. I mean, if I have 2 hours and you will ask me to go for shopping, I will rather choose sleeping because I prefer relaxing more. And third is chit chatting. I actually like talking a lot. So if I am bored, I really like talking to people, sharing my experience, listening their experience. Because what I myself has have felt is uh, why I'm more. I mean, why I'm able to mentor people is because I have listened a lot from various people. I have understood their problem and have uh, tried to keep myself in that situation and have tried to solve that thing, and that is something that has helped me. So these three things I really want for myself. If I don't get these three things, then I'm very sad. In my case, I mean, I have been doing what I want actually, because right after choosing entrepreneurship, I have been doing what I always wanted to do. Let it be training, mentoring, talking to people, taking time for myself. I really want to do that. There is just, I mean, exactly there's nothing, but what I want is I want to be so successful that I can help a lot of people, because I really feel sad when I see people begging on roads, people in the hospitals who are not well. So I really want that I should be so successful, and of course rich, that is required, so that I can help them. That is one thing I am still thinking, and I am still trying to come to that stage that I can fulfill this wish of mine. Life mantra, yes. So for me, life mantra is keep everything, I mean, leave everything on God. What I exactly do is, if I have to do a task, I'll think about it a little bit, and then I leave it on God to get it done by me. So that's my life mantra. If I'm not able to do anything, I'll get it done by God. Yes, I have a poem that's If by Rudyard Kipling. And I specifically like the paragraph that is, if you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at your beginnings and never breathe a word about your loss. So this, I mean, I of course like the whole paragraph. That's if you can force your heart and nerve inside you, and to serve your turn long after they are gone. And so hold on when there is nothing in you, except the will which says to them, hold on, hold on. So this hold on thing is something that is actually helping me to hold on everything, because there have been time when we had no money, when we had nothing, because we were just college graduates when we started, and we were not taking any money from anywhere. There were time when we had to think about what we will have for food, what we will have, how we will actually sustain. But this hold on was something that has actually helped me to grow from that stage to the stage which I am today. Legacy I want to leave behind is love your work and be passionate towards it. I really want those who follow me or those who come after me, the later generations, they are passionate about their work and they know their priorities. That is the legacy I want to take forward. One word that defines Nimisha would be determined. A very simple word, because I am really determined of what I am doing. Even if at 12 o'clock you will call me for like, Nimisha, I'm stuck in this problem. Can you help me? And if I am determined to do that, I will do that. I don't care about the time. I don't care about where I am. I will do that.